But anyway, y'all was popping, was good. Y'all said we finna do another reaction today. I'm gonna bro, I'm doing 2 videos a day. I'm gonna try to do that, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm him, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to do another reaction, that's why I got the same clothes on and everything. So yeah, we're gonna do another reaction, you know what I'm saying? We in there, no cap. Let's get right to it. So y'all. Alright, so y'all, we finna watch the strongest high, I can't read that word, animals ever, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
Nature has crafted nearly 9 million animal species so far.
Okay.
Yet every so often, a new species is brought into the world. One that is stronger, fitter, and better adapted to the environment than its predecessor, a hybrid.
Did y'all see that?
Animal hybrids
Bro,
have characteristics of 2 different species to become a more powerful creature. Sometimes, hybrids are created with influence from
hybrid.
Other times,
That's how I said that. The most high,
will create these new critters
the
on their
strongest
own.
hybrid
Today,
animal
we're
ever.
going to look at mighty hybrids and see how they compare to their parents. We're also going to examine just how valuable these incredible beasts can be. So let's get started. The Belgian Blue is known for being a massive, bulky cow. The Belgian Blue has twice as many muscle fibers than normal cattle. This is called double muscling. The Belgian Blue has a mutation in its genes that contribute to its massive size and strength. This mutation also affects fat
Look how
distribution
strong
for
this
cattle,
one
making them
is.
incredibly lean. These behemoths are believed to be a hybrid between the Shorthorn and the Charolais cattle.
Man, quit playing with him. Look,
Bull can be as much.
look at this. Y'all see it on the screen? Bro, imagine this man running to your car. You, man.
Just 2,800 pounds. With a cow, around 1,990 pounds. When the cows are pregnant, they'll often need to undergo a cesarean section as the calf is usually too big to.
I ain't trying to see all that, bro.
Since the hybrid is rare in the U.S., prices can vary. However, the cost of a Belgian Blue tends to go for around $3,000 to $4,000 online. The average cost of the cow per kilogram is often around $3. For comparison, the average cost in the U.S. for a standard beef cow is $2,800, while the cost for a standard dairy cow is between $900 and $3,000. Wolf dogs are exactly what they sound like. They're wolves that have been bred with various domestic dogs.
Wolf
The
dogs.
most common dog breeds used are German Shepherds and the Alaskan Malamute. The general consensus is that wolf dogs are aggressive.
Ooh.
However, wolf dog owners dispute this. Due to the mix of a naturally wild species and a domestic one, the temperament of the wolf dog is difficult to predict. A number of years ago, the population of wolf dogs in the U.S. was estimated at around 300,000. There seems to be a large increase once Game of Thrones became ultra-popular. With wolves having a stronger bite strength than dogs, the hybrid is said to be significantly stronger than the average domesticated dog. Due to their assumed nature, not many states allow the sale of the hybrid in the U.S. However, in the states that do allow it, the cost of a wolf dog puppy can be as much as $5,000 from a breeder. For comparison, the average cost of breeder-bought dogs is between $400 to $2,000 depending on breed and pedigree. A wolf dog owner in London has stated that their hybrid hounds cost them around 1,000 pounds, or around $1,250 per month. South Florida has recently seen an influx of invasive pythons. In the 1980s, many Burmese pythons were released into the wild from exotic pet owners. Recently, scientists did some tests on tissue samples from the pythons in the Everglades. They found that 13 of the snakes had genetic signatures from the Indian python as well.
That bro is so nasty, bro.
Hybrids. Indian pythons are small.
Bro, imagine seeing them crawling under your dog. Let me know what y'all gonna do.
These snakes a threat with so many diverse characteristics. The cost of removing Burmese pythons in the Everglades is huge. Between 2005 and 2012, $6 million was spent on finding a way to manage the snakes. In 2013, scientists captured the male snakes. They fitted them with a transmitter and released them. The males would lead the researchers to the females who can create a huge number of eggs. One female was found with 73 eggs. The current costs of adding these receivers is around $250 per snake. When they needed a helicopter to aid in tracking, the price shot up to $11,000 per python.
What they buying snakes for though?
The cat is the largest domestic cat breed in the world. They are a cross between a domestic cat and a serval, a wild African species. Most savannas can weigh between 15 to 20 pounds. However, there are some that go beyond 25 pounds. Savannas are about 2.5 times bigger than the average cat. The savanna is and can even jump 8 feet into the air from from a standing position. The birth of this species happened in 1986. Judy Frank bred a female Siamese cat with a male serval. The cost of
Imagine.
these cats vary widely, with estimations coming from
What's up, Judy Frank?
$1,000 to $20,000.
That's
The
dead.
reason is due to its status, such as F1, F2, and so on. The status refers to how far removed they are from their
I'm gonna put my
nearest
phone right
serval
here.
ancestor. For example, an F1 Savannah cat will be the very first generation of the hybrid. This gives the kitten 50% serval DNA. Due to how difficult it is to breed an
Yeah, I was
F1,
stupid looking into
the
the camera.
price shoots up. The
That's
cost
dead.
of owning a serval to breed with is around $5,000, with further costs such as permits. This
What is
explains
he-
the high price of owning a Savannah cat. The name of Zoe refers to the hybrid and the males, while the female Zoes are called Zomo. This amazing hybrid is a combination of yak and domestic cattle. They are commonly found in
What is
Tibet
yak?
and Mongolia. Zoes can reach 5.5 feet in height and up to 1,300 pounds in weight. They're more agile and steady on their feet than a yak. As a result, they can manage mountain terrain with ease. Its main purpose is to carry heavy loads across mountains and to aid in hiking expeditions to Mount Everest. Zoe are very strong and are able to carry around 300 pounds of weight. This hybrid isn't in the U.S. As a result, we can only speculate on the cost. While yaks can be sold for between $750 and $20,000, depending on the exact breed. As we mentioned earlier,
How that work? How you go from, oh yeah, this one's $750. Like, imagine selling them joints and be like, nah, this one's $750. That one 20 bands.
your domestic cattle can be from $800 to $3,000. If we say it's the most expensive of both, that's 23 grand. Now, with the effort and time of breeding, let's add another 5,000. So, our rough estimate is that the first U.S. Zoe could cost $28,000. That's not taking into account vet bills,
Dang.
feeding, and other such fees. Saltwater crocodiles can be as large as 20 feet long. Siamese
20
crocs can be
feet?
13 feet.
How long is 20
Having a hybrid of the
feet?
two is going to be a big beast, especially with saltwater crocs having a bite force of 16,460
I don't know how much
newtons.
that
For
is.
comparison, lions are around 4,450 newtons.
Oh.
One of the hybrids of a saltwater and a Siamese crocodile is Jiao Yai.
Oh, yeah,
He
you
was
ugly.
hatched in 1972
You
and lives
ugly.
in Thailand's Samut Prakan Crocodile Farm and Zoo.
Oh yeah, you
The zoo
ugly.
claims that Yai is the biggest croc in captivity, with a length of 20 feet and a weight of 2,456 pounds. However, the Guinness Book of World Records currently doesn't recognize this feat. Since this saltwater Siamese hybrid is incredibly rare, it's unlikely you'll be able to own one of these beasts yourself, especially as many
Who-
states in the U.S.
Who trying to own one of these, bruh? I'm not.
don't allow people owning crocodiles as pets.
That's dead.
In 2014, South Africa had its first ever live crocodile auction, with some of the beasts going for as much as $1,100, depending on size. With South
$1,000?
Africa generating a yearly estimated income of between $20 million to $25 million on crocodile sales. This
Ooh.
includes both live crocs and the sale
Ooh.
of their skin.
Bro, where my...
While the more famous equestrian hybrid mules are made with a male donkey and a female horse, the hinny is the opposite. They're the offspring of a male horse, a stallion, and a female donkey, a jenny. The average hinny usually has a smaller stature, shorter ears, stronger legs, more stamina, and a thicker mane
Bro.
than the average mule. Hinnies tend to take after the behavior of their donkey mothers, while mules act like their horse mothers. Hinnies eat a wider variety of plants than mules, which
Hinnies.
means they can live in regions where
Oh.
vegetation is sparse. Hinnies are difficult to breed because of the differences in the number of chromosomes of the horse and the donkey.
Yeah, I don't know what they talking about. Chromosomes, yeah, that's
As a
dead.
result, breeders in the U.S. tend to shy away from this unique hybrid.
Ooh, that man said
Instead, Hinnies tend to be on ranches in South America. With that in mind, the cost of a mule in the U.S. is between $1,000 to $8,000. On average, a mule costs around $100 to $150 a month to feed. Hinnies would require a similar figure. However, while it's rare, when Hinnies are sold online, they tend to go for between $400 and $800 in the U.S. Iron Age pigs just sound magical, yet they're actually a hybrid of wild boars and domestic pigs. Quite often, the domesticated pig is the Tamworth breed. This hybrid is fairly common in the wild, yet the reason for them to be bred intentionally is to create pigs that resemble the swine in prehistoric artworks of the Iron Age.
This is
and
so
earlier
ugly, bro.
periods. In
These
many
animals
cases,
are so
the
ugly,
domestic
dog.
pig traits disappear entirely in as few as 3 generations as the wild genetics dominate. The other reason for producing the Iron Age pig is due to its meat. It's said to closely resemble the gamey wild boar. Iron Age pigs are fairly common on UK farms. As such, the price in the country is fairly low on purchasing your own throwback pig. Some sellers have the cost at around £200 or around $250
I don't know how much that
per
is.
pig. But if you want to start your own Iron Age pig breeding farm, the cost of purchasing a wild boar can be around £350 or $440 per boar. The Tamworth breed can be bought for around £280 or $350 each. The iguana hybrid is due to breeding between a male marine iguana and a female land iguana on the South Plaza Island in the Galapagos Islands. The first iguana hybrid was discovered in...
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting tired of watching this video. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, say. But anyway, y'all, that's the biggest freaking hybrid animals ever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm gonna be reacting to next, but you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be reacting to it. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing else to say. Let me catch you on the next one. Okay.